Hello and welcome to MCC TV International Show. My name is John Dabeet. I'm the Business Department Coordinator. I teach economics and statistics, and also I host this show. As we always say, every show is a special show. And part of the reason is because our people and the guests that we host on this show are special guests too. And today's show is no different. Today's show, it's an honor for me to host one of our MCC students from Kosovo. Fiona, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very happy to have you here with us to talk a little bit about your native country, your traditions, your culture, so that our audience will get to learn more about you and your country. And also, we're going to talk about you here in the United States. So we go back and ask you to introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm Fiona Juniko. I'm 18 years old, and I'm from Kosovo. I first came to the U.S. 3 years ago when I was 16, and now in Muscatine, going to college.
Wow. So you came to the United States when you were 16 years
yes.
old. Wow. How did you feel? I mean, leaving your family, leaving your country, and even though I wasn't even planning to start right away with things like that, but I cannot help it. I need to ask this question. How did you feel leaving your native country and your family behind?
My situation happened very fast, so I didn't really understand what was going on. It just happened, and I was in Arizona. I was in the U.S. I was away from my family. And it took a couple of months to settle in, and I started feeling like I was very lonely and I was missing back home. But because I was around a lot of people the whole time, it helped me to go past that.
Wow, that's really a big thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we want to go back now to your native country, Kosovo, and Fiona, growing up in Kosovo. Tell us stories.
It's a very small country, and my city is one of the smaller cities too.
What's the population around?
I would say maybe probably like Muscatine itself.
Okay, that's similar.
That seems
Good.
similar.
Yeah.
All of the people around the town know a lot of the other people. So in my neighborhood, for example, we knew everybody there. So it was a very safe environment. We would stay out during late at night with all the kids and just play games, hide and seek, or soccer, basketball. So it was very safe, and it was very happy childhood. We were always outside playing.
Wow. So you still remember those
Yes.
moments, right? Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, how many brothers, sisters, siblings do you have?
I have one older sister, 3 years older than me,
Okay.
and a younger brother, 5 years younger.
And I assume both of them are in Kosovo, right?
Yes,
Okay.
they are.
So back to when you were very young, starting school, maybe at kindergarten or first grade and so on. Tell us something about what I call traditional situations or cultural situations that you have to go through that we don't have in the United States.
We have two kind of like pre-kindergarten and a kindergarten, and I only went to the older one. So I went there for a year, and we used to just go there for a couple of hours, have like music classes or drawing. We would go outside in the playground. And it's usually you only go there for a year. And after that, my mom thought that I was still very young and kind of like immature to start my first grade. So she had decided to let me go there for another year. But as I was going to the kindergarten, I saw some of my friends going to the school nearby to go to like their first class. And I was like, oh, they're going away and not with me. So I thought that I should do too. So
Excuse me.
I decided to make my mom enroll me into first grade. And I think that's something that a lot of parents do. They think that their kids are very young, so they just keep them 1 year back.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it does happen even here sometimes too, and it does make it different because when you see your classmates and your friends moving and going to a different class level and you're still there, that does affect. I'm sure the culture and the traditions in Kosovo are somehow different than the United States. For example, if I'm attending a wedding in Kosovo versus wedding in the United States, what will be the major differences?
We have very big weddings. We would say like maybe 500 people or even more.
At the wedding?
At the wedding, yes.
Okay, wow.
And since it's a majority of Muslim people, we don't have receptions of that. We just have the wedding. So it's all like close family or even for like bigger families and friends from the bride, from the groom. So we have a lot of people there. And then it's usually held during the night and it goes on forever. It goes until 3, until 4. And if you're really close to the couple, you'll be there until 6.
Oh my God.
Yes, and you dance all night to traditional music, to more like younger partying music.
Okay, do they have, like, for example, you said you don't have receptions, but do they have, for example, like you're saying, based on that, you will have a party, that means after the wedding, right?
No, it's usually just
people are
just
dancing, you're saying, right?
Well,
that's part of the wedding.
Yeah, the wedding is kind of like a party. We have dinner and they play music, and whoever wants to dance goes to the dance floor, I guess.
Okay, so that's all like part of that wedding ceremony. Okay, wow. Do they serve food, for example, at events like that?
Yeah, they serve dinner. So it's like 5-course meal, dessert, or like the big cake that they have for the wedding, and some traditional food.
Okay, traditional celebrations could be a religion or religious celebrations, or it could be national celebrations in Kosovo. Tell us something about either or both, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. For national celebrations, we have the Flag and Independence Day. Since we were part of Albania before, we celebrate the independence of Albanian as an Albanian population. So it's on the 28th of November. And it's really huge. You have people just going out on the streets at like the center, like downtown part, and you have flags everywhere and just traditional music going everywhere in the bars, people drinking. It's like a happy place.
So the majority of the population of Kosovo comes originally from Albania?
Yes.
So it's basically, that's the connection with Albania,
yes,
right?
We're basically the same. We have the same culture, same language, same traditions.
Okay. Can you say something in Albanian language? For example, if you want to say, how are you? How would you say that?
I would ask you, siye?
Siye?
Yes, how are you?
Means, how are you? Okay, wow, that's really neat. I mean, do you have like people? I know that there are some Albanian people in Muscatine area. So you communicate with them, I assume?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
There are some. There's one from my city specifically, and then there are some from different cities, and we try to speak as much Albanian as we can to each other.
So, okay. So, is there like some sort of an occasion where family gets together and you spend, let's say, the day together, whether you're having food, doing certain things, visiting together other family members? Do you have some occasions like that?
For the family itself, it's usually during lunch. Lunch is like the biggest, the most important meal. So we usually eat lunch together as a family. And if we're visiting other family members, it's usually during vacations, like winter vacations or summer vacations for 2-3 weeks.
Okay. And I know that our producer, Chad Bishop, he has some pictures that hopefully soon. Oh, wow. Thank you, Chad. He's started to roll those pictures. So if we look at the first one here, just give our audience some idea about what we are looking at, please.
Yeah, this was this summer, actually, that passed. I went back home after a full year. And it's just me and my dad and my mom. We went out for like a dinner.
Okay, wow, yeah. And I see food here, right?
Yes, that is one of the most popular traditional food. It's called fli. It's kind of like a pita bread, but it's stacked up like one on top of each other. And we cooked it in that way. So we put, it's kind of like, I would call it a big ashtray. Because we literally put ashes on top of it so it creates heat. And then we bake it that way.
Wow. Is it sweet or
not
sweet?
It's not sweet, but we eat it with honey or different jellies.
Okay, okay. Wow. It looks really nice.
This is one of the, I would say, one of the most popular places in Kosovo. It's a cave. And the interesting thing about it is a lot of people know it because of where the stalagmites and stalactites, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, the water, instead of going from up down, it goes from the bottom
up.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, which is kind of like it doesn't go with the rule of gravity.
It's beautiful place.
Yeah.
Beautiful
and
place.
It's very cheap to go there. Like the admission to go inside is less than $1. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are very. Is more pictures.
That is my city. We have in my city, it's very known for a very like big hill. And this is kind of like the view from that part of the town.
Excellent. Yeah. I see the different colors.
This is another picture of me. This was actually at a wedding. That's why it's kind of more fancy. It's my sister, my mom, and my dad.
Oh. Nice family. Nice family.
And that is with my brother. Try to get a picture with him too.
Yeah, I'm sure you miss them all the time.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I fight a lot with my siblings, but at the same time, when you're away from them, you miss them a lot.
Of course.
Yeah, this is the
map. Yeah.
This is in the capital city of Kosovo. When we first got our independence as a country, they created this. And every year it has like a different theme. They paint it a different way. This particular one, you see like there's clouds and some like a barricade kind of thing. It was because how we saw like ourselves during the war. And then in the beginning it was yellow because of how our flag is. At some point it was like military camouflage. So it has a different theme every year.
That's very neat. Very neat to have that.
This is one of the most popular cities, also for a lot of tourists, Prizren. There's a castle, like a fortress that was used during the war, like very early in the years. And it's like the view from that castle. And a lot of tourists visited because it's known for like the nightlife and like the many bars and the food. This is in my city. It's an artificial lake. Before it was very known because there were no restaurants or anything around it, so people would go and would set up tents or would go for swimming, barbecues. But now they can also like go to the nearby restaurants and they can look at it. I don't think they can go and swim in it now. I'm not sure. But
it does look really nice.
Yeah, it looks very, very nice.
yeah, yeah. That's I can see like the colors are beautiful.
Yeah.
Even in these pictures, I mean, look at the colors, the water, the green, I mean, this blue sky.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's beautiful pictures, definitely beautiful pictures. Um, is this like a special place? The last pictures?
It's kind of like people go hiking there.
Okay.
And there's waterfalls
Yeah.
and there's a
Okay.
river.
Okay. Well, I'm sure our audience appreciate all these pictures and photos that you shared with us today, because that's part of the objective and the goals of the show is to basically share our students' cultures and native countries and important things about who they are with our audience. So many thanks for that. What I want to do is I want to now flip the coin and start talking about Fiona in the United States. So you told us that you came to the United States at age 16, and it was Arizona, I think. But now you are in Muscatine.
Yeah.
Tell us the story. How did you end up in Muscatine?
When I finished my high school, I was looking for colleges and places where to go. And I wasn't very sure also because colleges are kind of expensive in the US. So I was trying to find a place in between. And I was recommended to come here, actually to come to MCC by like a former student. And she told me that it was a very nice place, the city was a very nice place, and there were Albanian people that I could like have some connections with, and that I could start the community college here, and it would be a nice start. And I think it was very true.
Yeah, you see, our former students are our ambassadors. They are the ones who go around and spread the good words about Muscatine Community College.
Yeah.
And that is a very important thing. What are you studying, Fiona?
I'm studying for business management and administration.
Business administration management. Your future plans?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking of transferring, of course, if I find a good college, and maybe I don't know. My goal is to just finish what I'm starting and see where life sends me.
So like, for sure, let's say that after finishing MCC, you will be going to 4 years college and or university to get your bachelor degree in business, but you don't have more plans after that, or at least you are not sure?
I'm not sure because it's very hard to stay in the US because
The type of visa, you mean?
Yeah, the type of visa, but also because Kosovo, it's a new country, so it's kind of like a poor country. So staying here, it's very expensive. So I'm always trying to find scholarships, and in case I get those, I get to stay in the US.
Good. What is your favorite thing about Muscatine Community College? Well, it could be more than one thing,
Yeah.
so, but...
I think the best thing is the small classes. You really get to connect with the students and with the teachers and really absorb all the information they give you.
What else you like about... I put you on the spot here.
No, people here have been very helpful. Whenever like I needed stuff or like information, people at the college helped, teachers and other workers, and also like other people. I think they're very warm people.
Thank you. Do you attend, like, you know, I know that at the college throughout the semesters, student organizations have different activities, different events for students. Do you participate, or what do you like the most? And I don't mean like what student organization, but I mean like out of all the events perhaps you participated in or attended this year. So anyone that you still think, wow, I'm very happy that I went there, or wow, I enjoyed that, or...
Yeah, last semester I participated in some of the intramurals meetings.
Yeah.
I really like that. I really like sports, so that was very good.
And you said, do you play soccer, you said, or
Oh,
growing up?
I play soccer, but I'm not good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because that always, you know, when I hear people talking about soccer, that put a big smile on my face.
Yeah.
Because for me, that is the sport for me.
Yeah,
You know, I played soccer
absolutely.
many years, and that's why. Okay. So what kind of activities did you, like you said, the intramurals? So what did you enjoy most?
We had spike ball.
Okay.
It was a new sport. I had never heard of it.
But
I learned it. And
it's fun
it was
too,
fun.
right?
It was
fun.
very fun.
Yeah. This semester, did you participate in any or?
I started going to PTK.
Okay, that's excellent.
Yeah, I only had one meeting.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to going to other meetings.
Looking forward to see you growing more and more with us here at MCC. So outside the college, do you do any special things? Do you, for example, I know you said like we have a small Albanian community here. I mean, do you celebrate with them certain occasions? What do you do outside the college?
Yeah, I was able to, since I don't have any family here, they've been inviting me for like Thanksgiving and Christmas.
So you don't feel lonely, right?
Yeah, so I don't feel lonely.
Yeah.
So whenever I need something or there's a holiday, I spend it with them. So it feels more warm.
And to be honest with you, I always think that our international students are the one who adds the colors on our campus, because when you come to MCC or any college and or university in the future, you are bringing your culture, you are bringing your tradition, you are bringing all this to enrich all these people that you are dealing with on a daily basis, the other students and so on. And that is always by itself is a big experience for our native students to be around international students like you, for example, and other students that we have here at MCC. Yeah. And how do you feel about that? I mean, you know, some people are reserved and some people like to share their story. So do you feel like, wow, I love to share my story with my friends, my students who I'm taking classes with and so on?
Yeah. I found out that people here like a lot to hear about my culture and the story, like how I came here, of course. And I'm really glad that they like to hear about it, like they accept it, because it's kind of like a big role. They're accepting me. Yes. And they're always asking me questions about my culture, how do we say stuff, how do we celebrate stuff.
That's good, because that by itself is a big education for our native students too. How many languages do you speak?
I fluently speak 2 languages, just
fluently,
my native.
And what other languages that you are not fluent in?
I consider myself very good with languages. I pick up words and expressions very fast, so I understand a lot of Spanish. And I know words and expressions in a lot of other languages like German, in French, in Chinese, Korean.
Oh, wow, wow. That's like the United Nations, right? that's languages are very important, and it's good too, yeah. Well, as we're approaching almost the end of our show, I would like to give you some time to share with us wherever you would like to share that perhaps I didn't ask you about, and you think that is important for you to share that with our audience. So it's your time, and you say whatever you want to say.
Well, going from a very small country to the U.S., I realized that even when you're scared, you have to grab whatever opportunity and chance you have. And I had to go to like an unknown place, unknown state, city 2 times. And I found out that it's still okay. People welcome you here. I've been very welcomed, like to Muscatine at the college. And even though it's very scary, seeing that welcoming, it's very eye-opening that It's okay.
Yeah. And let me tell you something, Fiona. We are very glad and very happy to have you with us here. That's the first thing. But the other thing is we are learning also from you, because I think when us as family here at MCC and the students and everybody interact with you, they are learning from you too, because you are bringing, as I said again, you know, your culture, your traditions that most of us are not aware of and we don't know, and we are learning from you. So thank you for sharing your story with our students, with our staff, with the college, and also now with our audience here in this almost half-hour show. And as I always say, we're approaching the end of the show today, and as I always say, you know, every guest that we bring here brings their story to share with all of us. So we really appreciate always to hear their stories. If you have any questions and or comments, you can call me at 563-288-6064, or you can email me at jdabeet@eicc.edu. Till next time, Muscatine, bye-bye.